Chanukah Somayach. I know that particularly as we are in a time of travail, a time of war, a time of milchama, a time where many Jews, over 200, are held as hostage, and our chayalim, our soldiers, are putting their lives at risk. We could aptly describe this period as a period of darkness. And yet the lesson of Chanukah is the light that pierces the darkness, a light that goes beyond what we thought possible. That one day of light somehow became 8 days. Because when God blesses your efforts, there is no limit to the hatzlacha that you can receive. And as a result, Chanukah is a very, very auspicious time to contemplate the divine light that can rescue us from the greatest darkness that one faces. This is true on the national level, and this is true on the individual level as well. I wanted to share with you a little observation, and this is based on a very, very famous question. It probably is the most famous question in the whole literature of Chanukah, and that is, if Chanukah commemorates a miracle, that they found enough oil for 1 day, and the menorah burned for 8 days, then the miracle of Chanukah was only 7 days, because the first day there was enough oil. So why do we celebrate Chanukah for 8 days? We should only celebrate it for 7 days, starting from the second day. This is a question that is asked by Rav Yosef Karo in the Beis Yosef. I know for a fact there are at least 500 answers to the question, because I have a sefer that has 500 answers to the question. I will not give you all 500 answers, but I want to share with you one particular answer. The question presupposes that day number 1 is not a miracle because it is only nature. Nature, there's enough oil for 1 day. The miracle is only the other 7 days. But in point of fact, Judaism teaches there is no such thing as nature. Everything is a miracle from God. Nature simply means the miracles that recur constantly, and miracle refers to that which is unusual and violates the normal protocols of nature. But a sensitive Jew understands that the world does not run of its own accord. Every single thing that happens in my life, every single phenomenon of nature, is only coming because of the will of God. So in a sense, therefore, the supernatural miracle is not a lesson in and of itself, but it's there to teach me that even nature itself is ultimately miraculous. That is why the Ramban says that the word for miracle, which is nes, is a banner or a flag that attracts attention to what I otherwise wouldn't notice. The Chassam Sofer says that this explains an intriguing passage in the famous Chanukah song, Ma'oz Sur, which is about all of the exiles, but in the stanza about Chanukah, it says, B'nai Binah, the people of understanding, Yemei Shemona, made Chanukah for 8 days. The Chassam Sofer says, why are they called B'nai Binah? And his answer is, the difference between Chachma and Binah is Chachma is taking in information. Binah is extrapolating from the known to the unknown. A Chacham would have made Chanukah for 7 days, because I see a supernatural change in nature of 7 extra days. But if I have Binah, if I extrapolate from the known to the unknown, I will understand that even day number 1 is miraculous. Thus, the Zemer says, only through the quality of Binah do we make Chanukah 8 days. This is a very important lesson in life. We say in our davening 3 times a day, Al nisecha shebechol yom imanu, because of the miracles that we face and we experience every single day. Life, to see, to talk, to love, to think. Yeah, it's normal, so to speak. But just because it's normal does not negate its miraculous character. And for that, we need to be eternally grateful, joyous, appreciative. And then, Baruch Hashem, Israel has such a fine army, and we are so proud of our chayalim. But we have to recognize that ultimately, there is no such thing as a natural victory. Everything comes from God, and we must appreciate it as miraculous and divine. That is one of the lessons of Chanukah. May we indeed see the powers of light overpower the forces of darkness and evil, and may this be a precursor to the final redemption of Mashiach, for which we yearn so strongly. Thank you. Chanukah Sameach.